Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for great support. If you are new in the channel, my name is Regan. For my returning viewers and also to my returning subscribers, I usually appreciate so much for your great support always towards this great channel. So now, ladies and gentlemen, today we have come across with a certain letter here coming from the office of the Deputy Inspector General, meaning that this letter is coming from the DIG, Eliud Lagat. So now, what I want us to do now is to read this letter. Then we see what is inside this letter, because this letter is for immediate release, 16th June 2025. It's coming from Kenya Police Service, Office of the Deputy Inspector General, meaning that it is Eliud K. Lagat. So now I want to read this letter, then we proceed. But before we proceed, ladies and gentlemen, as you always do, if you have not subscribed, please take a second, hit the subscription button. And again, don't forget to ring the bell for the notification, in order that if I upload any video at any time, YouTube will automatically notify you at that time. Thank you so much for that subscription. So now I want us to read this letter, because this letter, I think it has something inside and we must peruse on it. So now the letter is saying, first of all, the letter is coming from the Kenya National Police Service, Office of the Deputy Inspector General, DIG. So the subject is for immediate release, 16th June 2025. And it says, in the good and conscious thought of my role and responsibilities as the Deputy Inspector General of Kenya Police Service, and in view of the ongoing investigations on the unfortunate incident of the death of Mr. Albert Ojwang, I have today opted to step aside from the office of the Deputy Inspector General, Kenya Police Service, pending completion of investigations. The functions of the office will henceforth be performed by my deputy until completion of the investigations. I undertake to provide any support that may be required of me during the investigations of the unfortunate incident. I offer immense condolences to the family of Mr. Albert Ojwang for their great losses. Eliud K. Lagat, the DIG, Deputy Inspector General, Kenya Police Service. End of the letter. So now that was the letter, and it was for the immediate release, 16th June 2025, which was today. So this letter nimekama across, nikakutana nayo, and this letter, I think ukisoma tu hivi roughly, you won't understand anything, because nimeona some of the people wana celebrate at DIG resign. No, this is not a resignation letter, because this is just a letter to inform us that he has stepped aside in order for the ongoing investigation to be completed. That's the thing. So hawa watu wenye nimeona kwa internet wanaserikea DIG siji ameresign. No, DIG has not resigned. And that's why I'm telling you now, the revolution must continue, because hii kama ni mchezo, serikali inatuchezea. Remember that the common mwananchi, we are demanding for the justice, not for this kind of immediate releases and telling us that he is stepping down. Remember that on the section 21B of the National Police Act Cap 11A of the laws of Kenya state that a resignation notice of the DIG is issued to the president. This has not happened yet. Just know like that. The resignation notice of the DIG is issued to the president. So hii mambo ya kutuambia DCG ameresign, no, huyu jamaa haja resign. Huyu jamaa ni vile tu sasa amesema wacha niondoke kidogo ndio investigation iendelee kabla nirudi. So that means that now the revolution must continue, and the justice for Albert Ojwang must be served. Because as we always know, as we know, the justice delayed is a justice denied. So this means that this technically means that Lagat is still the DIG. The statement above is just pure mockery. So you can clearly tell that hii government who inajua kucheza mchezo ya panya na paka, because they usually know how to trick the common mwananchi. So today vile tu ali release hii letter for the immediate release, some of the people niliona wakisema finally there is nothing like final because he has not yet resigned. And this kind of statement, these are technically, this is meant for the tactics, and this technically means that Lagat is still the DIG, because umesikia hapa kwa letter akisema that the functions of the office will henceforth be performed by my deputy until completion of the investigation. Si ati ameresign, inamaanisha yeye tu ameondoka kiasi ndio investigation iendelee. But what I must inform the Kenyans is that the revolution must continue and the justice must be served to the family of Albert Ojwang, because complaint came from the DIG Lagat, which led to the arrest of Albert Ojwang. After the arrest now, ndio sasa Albert Ojwang akauliwa. So after that statement now, there is several leaders who came out to condemn the thing, because some of the leaders knows this thing. Wanajua huu jamani kama anachezea nini watu. So you can clearly tell that now hii kitu yenye the DIG sasa ameamua sasa atoe ile letter yake ya immediate release. Some of the leaders walishagundua kitambo na wanajua what is this kind of tactics. So now there is a reaction coming from Muhammad Ali. I want to read that reaction, because Muhammad Ali is saying that while we acknowledge DIG Eliud Lagat's belated decision to step aside pending investigation into the tragic murder of Albert Ojwang, let it be unequivocally clear: his resignation does not and cannot erase his possible culpability in this heinous crime. Justice delayed is justice denied, and this resignation is but the bare minimum expected in the pursuit of accountability and justice. Our resolve to uncover the truth remains unshaken. Obfuscate the facts of this young teacher's brutal death are not only unacceptable but fatal. As always, the truth has a way of surfacing, and when it does, all those implicated must face the fullest extent of the law. The time for transparency, justice, and moral clarity was yesterday, but we can accept it today. Those are the words coming from the Muhammad Ali. Kama mnajua Muhammad Ali is also known as Jichopevu. So now he's coming out to condemn again this kind of the letter which came from DIG Eliud Lagat, and he's saying that justice delayed is justice denied, and his resignation is but the bare minimum expected in the pursuit of accountability and justice. As the way to nimewambia, tusifurahia ati siji ametuma ati hii letter informing us that he's stepping down. No, the revolution must continue and the justice to Albert Ojwang must be served. What's your opinion? Drop it at the comment section. Otherwise, thank you so much for great support. Keep on subscribing, liking, and sharing. Let's meet in another video.